Good evening, everybody! I'm back! How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Judy. How are you? I'm back. Ugh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. We have some cute bunnies tonight. Ugh. I missed y'all too. That was a long 6 weeks. So, ta-da! It's gonna be super cute. I made the egg. Oh. Alright, so real quick, here's the tie placement. And then we'll get to cutting the mesh and running our mouths. How about that? We got a lot going on. Laurie told me she missed my big over-the-top wreaths. So that's where we're going to start. Why not? Not just to ease back into it, we'll just jump right in. Florals. Glad to be back, y'all. Glad to be back. I'm not totally healed. It takes a while to actually heal from back surgery, in case y'all didn't know. But I'm functional. So it's feeling okay. Feels okay. I feel like everything's going well. I go for my 6-week checkup this Thursday. They'll take some x-rays and they'll tell me how it's going. Alright, y'all, we're going to use some jute mesh. And we're going to cut 10 pieces, 25 inches. To start, y'all, if y'all send me to the Derby, let everybody know I'm back. And I am a little bit earlier. We kind of changed my time a little bit for those that are in the VIP. So hopefully give y'all some time to take a potty break and everything before VIP group starts. Alright, so on the outside, we're going to use the 25-inch mesh. And we're going to ruffle it up because we're going to build our base because obviously we're going to use a lot of florals. But we don't need the mesh to be as long on the inside because the ties are closer together. So that'll save us a little bit. That's what we're going to do. Jute mesh has a tendency to fray pretty bad. So we're just going to roll this in. Well, then y'all are really happy to see me. And get to laying our base down. Y'all can tell me what y'all been doing for 6 weeks. It's been a long 6 weeks. It was a rough 6 weeks, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It was it's been extremely difficult. This has been the worst recovery I have ever had from back surgery. Ever. Pain was so bad sometimes I was in. I went for my 2-week checkup. I was really like concerned. Thank y'all so much. I missed y'all. Be honest, I'm not sure who this whole process has been harder on, me or my husband. Now my husband, he works outside the home, and I would wake up in the middle of the night. I would need my medicine and stuff, and I couldn't get it, and he'd have to get up and get it, and then stagger himself back to sleep, then get up and go to work. Well, unfortunately, probably eventually I'll have to have another back surgery, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So, it ain't gonna be anytime soon. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for my husband throughout all of this. Got pretty tired and worn down. Well, Miss Joanne, I'm telling you what, make sure you are prepared with pillows and whatnot, because you need a big body pillow to recover from back surgery. What kind of surgery, what kind of back surgery are you having? Oh, Joanne, you'll be okay. That one's not, that's not bad. Be okay. In a couple weeks, you'll be pretty good shape. The recovery from that's not bad. The mesh that I've got right now is 25 inches. Don't be nervous. I love using the oval board, y'all. All right. Pretty base. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, now, we don't really need mesh on the inside because of the Easter egg, how big it is, but we do because we're going to hot glue our florals in, so we need a thicker base to hot glue our florals in. So that's why we're going to continue on. Oh, crap. That was not good, y'all. Yay! Typically, I can't bend, y'all, so if something goes on the floor, there it is. But the way that it landed, I was able to hook my foot into it and bring it up. So don't let me do that again, y'all. Alright, so what we're going to do with the mesh in the center, we're going to cut 10 pieces, 20 inches. It doesn't need to be as long because the ties are closer together in the center. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Hello, everybody. I missed y'all so much. Tina, you're late. You're late. All right. Actually, I'm kind of early, so I expected the people that were like regulars to kind of float in late because I'm 30 minutes early. But this is the new time. Hello, Miss Sandra. Hello, my YouTube friends. Okay, so I didn't say hi to y'all. I gotta sit down. Okay. Had to sit down, y'all. So tonight we're also playing a game. See if Jackie can remember how to make a wreath. Hello, Miss Virginia. Welcome. We love new people. My name is Jackie. I am a part of Team Unique. Literally, y'all, this is the first wreath I have made in 6 weeks. So, let's see if I remember how this works. All right. Probably not. The inside mesh is cut to 20 inches. Well, Denise, this was my 5th and 6th back surgery at the same time. So, I don't wish this on anyone. I made the egg. I made it. No, I'm not all recovered. 6 foot, no. I got a ways to go. I'm still having to wear the back brace. I go Thursday for my 6-week checkup to see if how the fusion's doing, if it's taken. So, no, I still got a little ways to go. I'm hoping at the very least that the fusion has taken so I can take the back brace off, y'all, because oh my god. Whew. Wearing the back brace is like, I don't know, it's like intentionally punishing yourself. I'm glad I wasn't raised in the era where you had to wear a corset. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Virginia, normally I do. But I've already been slammed this year with too many orders for Fiesta bows. So I won't be making them this year. I'm kind of on the... I don't want to overdo it while I'm healing from my back surgery, so I gotta pick my battles right now. Where is Tina Kelly? The outside mesh is cut to 25 inches. The inside mesh is 20 inches. Hey, Monkey, thank you so much. How are you doing? For dropping in to say hi. Isn't that a pretty base, y'all? Like I said, we're basically cramming mesh in here because we're going to hot glue our florals in. We need a firm foundation to hold the florals. My little dog Chica, y'all want to hear this funny thing that has started developing? So, when my husband first brought me home, and as I was, you know, in the pain of the recovery, he would have to help me get into bed and tuck me in and everything like that. This is jute mesh. Jute mesh. and he was having to help me get into bed. Well, my little dog Chica, she's the under blanket dog. So she started taking advantage of this and thinking that just because my husband was tucking me in, that he's supposed to tuck her in. So now, my husband still helps me get into bed at night because I'm just a little fatigued and tired. So he'll help me get into bed at night. And there's Chica right there on the spot, like, you're supposed to tuck me in too now. So, don't know what she thinks is going to happen after I get better, but she's our little princess. Alright, so I made the egg, and I made it to kind of, okay, I wanted to bring some brighter colors in along with the pastels. So that's why I made my egg the brighter pink, even though my bunnies are pastel. Chica's my little, I've started calling her Nurse Chi-Chi. Because she's been with me the whole way. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Now she's just gotten to think, she thinks that I'm supposed to be in bed with her all the time now. We had a problem with Buster. I'd have to wait till Greg got home, because I was supposed to walk every day. Of course, I was just doing it here in the house, but still, you know, walk every day. And Buster wouldn't, he was following me and almost tripping me, so I had to wait till Greg got home so he could keep Buster from tripping me. Alright, so we're going to cut our ribbon 14 inches, and we're just going to cut 10 pieces. Okay? Everybody with me? Well, I'm here to tell you that chiropractor told me a long time ago if it wasn't for recliners. So I got rid of my recliner years ago. I haven't owned one since. But I'm going to tell you that I wish I had a recliner. Because I can't sleep on my back. And like literally, that's been the worst part. Because you either sleep on your side or your back. And I'm a stomach sleeper. And it's been horrible. That part's been horrible for me. Horrible. So I'm hoping when I go back to the doctor Thursday, he'll tell me I can start sleeping on my stomach again. Because I haven't had much sleep. The only time I've slept because I can't get comfortable is if like literal exhaustion sets in. And then I couldn't stay on my side too long because I've got big hips. And my hips would just start killing me. Alright, so we're going to use we're going to go ahead and use our pastel ribbons because my florals are going to be my brighter shades on this one. So I'm going to use my ribbon to be my pastels. We're going to cut the blue, and we're just going to cut 10 of those 14 inches. Yeah, Denise, I almost broke down and told my husband go get one. I did. if I'm not going to be allowed to sleep on my stomach anytime soon after this doctor's appointment, I'm getting a recliner. Because they told me I could sleep in a recliner if necessary right now. And I'm telling you, like right now, I think I would be better off. Well, yeah. See, I haven't crossed my legs in 6 weeks. Because, you know, it's difficult to cross my legs with the back brace on. And, y'all, it's been something else. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. She's back. Well, to be honest, right now, I don't need to get something like a lift chair. Because with this surgery, it did something to my thigh muscles, and I'm having to do exercises to strengthen my thigh muscles back up from the surgery. So, I don't think a lift chair would be a good idea, because I really need to use my thigh muscles to lift myself up. Because I can make it up my stairs one time, but if I go back down, I kind of have to have a little help to get back up. Because it's like going to the gym on leg day. That's the only way I know how to describe it. And then trying to climb a flight of steps after. Alright, so we're just putting the ribbon on the outside. I think by the time I get my egg on and the bunnies, it'll fill out the inside of the wreath very nicely. My husband's home. The dogs are telling me. They gotta tell me about it. Okay. Anybody else have dogs and like their husband gets home from work or something like they act like they have nobody's giving them any attention at all? I did. We started with the oval. And the reason I started with the oval was because of how tall my bunnies are. Which you'll see. And because I'm going to put a bow on, so we needed some space. Yeah, Buster, he's the worst one. He even acts like when Greg gets home, he acts like I didn't even take him out to the bathroom all day. He could have been out 2 minutes before my husband gets home, but when my husband gets home, he acts like he's got to go to the bathroom and he's been crossing his legs for 2 hours. Like something different happens when my husband lets him out to go to the bathroom. Like it's just so much better. Right, Joanne? My husband could walk in and the dogs are in my lap. He can see me giving them attention and they'll still act like they didn't get attention. Watch the trail. Look down as you walk.
Yep.
You'll guess who it is when you come around the corner. It's Buster. Yeah. Why don't you just cover it up till Tiffany comes home this weekend if you're gonna, like, okay? Exactly, that's what our dogs do. Like, we no longer exist, we don't matter, doesn't matter. Oh, Pomeranians are sassy. My little dog Chica, she's something else. She's sassy, that's for sure. I feel like I'm moving slower than I used to, and I'm sorry, y'all, if I am, but my first wreath in 6 weeks. I told you, we were playing a game tonight. Let's see if Jackie can remember how to make a wreath. My biggest major accomplishment today was I was actually able to put my own pants on by myself. I was so excited I called my husband. I had a friend coming over to help me get dressed because, you know, I'm not allowed to bend. I had a friend coming over to help me put my pants on. I was able to get my pants on. It was a victory. If I get in pain, we're done, y'all. The wreath ain't getting done. Okay, like, letting you know. Don't worry about that. I called my husband. I got in the vehicle. I called my husband. Guess what? Put my own pants on. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Oh, little Chica. She's been like my everything through this. Everything. And annoying sometimes, though. Because she's been at my side the whole time. But rolling over and stuff is it's actually difficult. It's not easy to roll over because you have to do it in one swift motion and not twist your back. So when I roll over, and then Chica, she likes to lay up against me. And I had to wake my husband up to even move the dog sometimes. That's just little Miss Chi-Chi for you. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to make the bow. And the reason that we're going to make the bow first is for the size of the bow, and then place our attachments around the bow. Okay? So, anybody know where my bow maker's at? Oh, there it is. That was something else. I had to have my husband get all the stuff where I could reach it. Because I can't bend. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to wind pipe cleaners together, and we're going to put it down first in our stow and go. Actually, compared to how I felt, I feel a lot better. Because literally, I think it was, let me think about it, it was Saturday night, this Saturday night, I was in so much pain. I thought I did something wrong. I was laying there in just tears, and I was scared. I was asking my husband, I was like, what if I don't get better this time? And then I woke up Sunday, and it felt like I hadn't even had back surgery. I felt good. So, I was shocked. We're going to make a fairly big bow, y'all. I like big bows. Anybody else like big bows? I like my bows big. Go big or go home. Actually, I was really getting concerned because a lot of people don't know me like that, but I'll tell y'all, every back surgery I've ever had, I never, ever, ever, ever finished a bottle of painkillers. Never. I always have leftover painkillers. I did really well. And this last back surgery, I finished the bottle of painkillers. And when I went to the doctor for my 2-week checkup, I was like, what do I do? I'd never finished the bottle of painkillers. I didn't know if they'd give me more or if I was going to end up suffering. But they were like, yeah, you know, when we got in there, it was bigger than what we thought. You're going to have a little bit more nerve and I was like, okay. So yeah, we can give you more painkillers. I wasn't happy about that. Kind of scared me even more, but hey, I made it. We're going to add some green in here to go with our green from our florals. Yeah, I don't even know if they sell this. I'll have to look. But I don't remember seeing it anymore. I've had this, and then I loved it so much that I bought several rolls, kind of thing. I don't even know if you can get that ribbon anymore. That's my last roll of it right there. Yeah, at first I thought, oh, I'll just come back easy and I'll just come on and we'll make some bows tonight. I was like, nah, we'll make a wreath. It'll be okay. I'll be okay. I can make it. Hey, I used to be really bad about hoarding ribbon. I'm not as bad as I used to be. Alright, so we're going to add some of the brighter pink into our bow as well, because we're going to add that brighter pink in. Remember, I told you with our florals. So I want to pull that into my bow as well. So let me tell you why I do that. Alright. So I have found that customers will buy, and they're more apt to buy, if you put your colors in your bow. Because sometimes they don't believe that all the colors match until they see it in one place. Hello, Miss Joyce. I hope I inspire people. That's the whole reason I started making wreaths, was because of my first back surgery. I used to sell cars for a living. Would y'all like to hear my story? I can tell you my story on how I started making wreaths while I work here. If y'all don't want to hear it, that's okay. I won't bore you with my story, but if y'all want to hear my story on how I started making wreaths. All right. So I started, it was kind of a hobby at first. And I just basically did it as a hobby to make gifts and stuff like that. And then it was a freak thing, y'all. I was on my way home from work one night and I hit a raccoon. And it was a big raccoon, y'all. I had a Ford Fusion at the time. It was a big raccoon. And it ripped the air dam out from underneath my vehicle. This was on a Wednesday. This is how it all started. This was on a Wednesday. I hit the raccoon. And my car had to go to the body shop, so I took it to the body shop on Thursday. Got my rental car, and then I had to go back into work on Friday. Well, on my way back into work, on Friday morning, a deer literally jumped out in front of me, and I hit a deer. Okay. It wasn't that bad. I took the car to the rental place. They said the car was still drivable, so I continued to drive the car. I don't think I want to put any more ribbon on. And I continued to drive the car. And I was okay, or so I thought. Went by for a couple days. Next thing I know, Monday morning, I literally couldn't walk. And the reason I couldn't walk was because I shattered the discs in my back. So that was my first back surgery. So, anyway, I sold cars for a living. Now, anybody knows anybody about people that sell cars, they work on commission. So, no working, no sell cars, no income. So, I started, and that was, I had my back surgery in October, which was kind of perfect timing, because fall wreaths are really, really popular. So, while I was recovering, I was able to make wreaths. So then I went back to selling cars. I recovered. And so I kind of kept going with the wreaths, but, kind of part-time, not so much, full-time. I still wasn't really putting that much effort into it just yet. It wasn't until my second major back surgery, and I was off work a whole lot longer, and that I put more effort into it. And that's how I got started. It started out, part-time. And then I eventually went full-time making wreaths. Because I was doing so well doing it. I sold cars for 10 years, made wreaths part-time for a while. Well, it actually turned out really good, because it got to the point that my daughter needed me home. I was single, and she needed me home, so I was able to be a stay-at-home mom. Oh, that's how I met my husband, too. He was selling cars. When I was selling cars, that's how I met him. And it started to make him look bad because I always sold more cars than the rest of the guys. I have all kinds of talents, y'all. I have, hidden talents. I've got people going, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. I've piddled my whole life with different things. Some things I've learned out of necessity. Some things be out of, you know, just because I want to. Hey! How is everybody? I missed y'all too. Missed y'all too. I am the Jackie of all trades. That's what they tell me. I am. Like, I really am.
Was the best car salesman we had.
Well, flat out, it doesn't matter what I do in life. I'm going to set out to be the best. And not the best in a competition, but that's not, I'm not competing with other people. I'm just going to be the best. And it's not a competition, it's my best, if that makes sense. Did I see Tina Kelly finally come in here? Well, I just want to be clear. It's like, I'm not competing with people. It's a competition with myself. What I feel, you know. There she is! Where you been, Miss Tina Kelly? I'm back and you run late? What's going on with that? Tina Kelly's probably thinking, yeah, you were 30 minutes early. We have a new time for me to come on. See, look how pretty that's going to be, y'all. Okay. So what we're going to do is I covered the back of the egg with felt. It's ultra lightweight. I made this. And to put the pipe cleaners on, we're just going to use the scrap felt that I cut. Just stick them on there. Hello, Miss Gail. Hi, everybody. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. I'm doing my best I can. Because I missed y'all, and I want y'all to know I missed y'all, and that I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being supportive. Yep. Tina, I thought you would have been so proud of me. I even remembered to keep my tag from my mesh to get the number off of it. I was doing so well today, and you ran late. I was like, Tina's going to be so proud of me. Somebody needs to remind me to order a new pair of scissors. I haven't had anything to do for 6 weeks. I could have done it then, right? Anybody else have that problem? You keep forgetting to order something, keep forgetting, and then when you go and use it, then you remember, and then when you still forget. Kind of where I'm at. Alright, so what I kind of want to do is I want to tuck my egg pretty close to my bow. See how pretty that's going to be, y'all. Ugh. My forgetfulness didn't start happening until my mid-40s. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm so happy to be back. I made the egg literally 15 minutes. They don't take that long to make. And I made it like 15 minutes. Where's my pipe cleaner? 15 minutes before I went live. Because I was just going to use the bunnies, and I just was like, I don't know. Just using the bunnies, it didn't have enough pop to it. I like to have some little pop in my wreaths. I have, Joyce, I have. I've got some crosses here so that I can do that. So I can teach y'all that. But yes, I have. It's made of foam. What I did, y'all, years ago, they had wood eggs at Hobby Lobby. And that wood egg, I bought one, and that's been my template for years now to make my eggs. Come on. There it goes. Oh, Stephanie, you should see it. I'm designing a 3-story gingerbread house. I'm working on that. When you're going to do big things for Christmas, kind of got to put around with it all year long. Y'all know what I mean? There might be, Miss Tina Kelly, there might be. I don't know. I'm only in the inner sanctum for some things. The egg is about, hold on. I want to say it's 12 inches. Yeah, it's 12 inches tall. Rip what apart? A gingerbread? Nadine, I hate to tell you this, honey, but the only way you're going to get something to weather good at a gravesite with full sun is if you buy a a UV spray protectant, and even still, it's not going to weather good. I mean, your man-made materials against Mother Nature, it's just I could show y'all how to make the egg, no problem. I can do that Wednesday when I'm live if y'all want me to, because they're fairly simple to make. It doesn't take that long. Honestly, what I typically tell people when it comes to saddle graveside things, I tell people not to spend that much money on it and just replace it more often. Oh. It'll be 7 o'clock. I think I'm going like 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, Central Standard Time. Yeah, that's the other thing that I've had. Like, they get the, unfortunately, there's grave robbers and just horrible things that happen. Come back here. Boony. Boony boony. Stay put. Stay put. Stay put, I said. Okay, so we're going to kind of choke him a little bit. But you won't be able to see the pipe cleaner. We're just going to put it around his neck. I got the bunnies from Big Lots this year. I got them just the other day. Of course, you can find Sissel, however you pronounce it. I don't care. Pronounce it however you want to. Don't condemn me for my pronunciation. Sissel, whatever. Bunnies, you can find them just about anywhere. You can find them at Walmart, Big Lots, Hobby Lobby. Alright. To make sure that our fella stays on, we're going to raise his pant leg. My Walmart's starting to irritate me. People that live in Texas, y'all are starting to irritate me. Posting all the cool stuff that your Walmart has and all the hearts and stuff. My Walmart never got those hearts, y'all. Never got those big hearts. Because even though I couldn't make a wreath, I was like, well, I'm going to get a couple for next year. Put them up. Nope. You're not, Jack. You're not going to get those hearts. Unless you know somebody in Texas. Which I know some people in Texas. I feel bad sometimes asking people, hey, can you go get this for me? I tried to order, like, it's in store only. It's like Walmart forgets that there's social media and people are going to show us that the stuff they're getting that we can't. Like there's no such thing as social media influencers showing us all this stuff that we can't get. You know. We're going to have to go up underneath her dress. Excuse me, y'all. My husband, I was wondering when you're going to violate the bunny. You know what? We're going to do something different with her. Because I'm not going to use the ties here, we're just going to if my fingers can get the tie. We don't have a Home Goods. Close to me, the closest one is Paducah. And that pipe cleaner's not long enough. So we are going to have to. Our closest Home Good is in Paducah, y'all. And that's where my doctor's office is at. But right now I'm having all I can do to get around the hospital. I could zip tie her on, but I need to replenish my long zip ties because I need a longer zip tie. And I haven't. So I know where my, y'all see my, oh there it is. I was like, anybody know? Come back here, lady. Don't act like I stabbed you and try to roll away and run off. I didn't stab you. If I want to go to like at-home store, places like that, I got to go all the way to Clarksville for an at-home store, which I've got a friend that lives in Clarksville, so we usually make a pretty good thing out of it, and I go up there to shop and I stay the night. Right, Tammy? She's gonna send me a message. Jackie, do not forget to order your zip ties and your scissors. Because they have my favorite scissors. They've got an upgraded one that I wanted to try. Excuse me, ma'am. Kind of need a little bit of a necktie here. Nothing to worry about. As y'all know, once we get to the greenery, it goes really quick. Oh my gosh, what did I say? Tammy, that's kind of the story of my life sometimes. I have bought stuff, and I bought it during the season, and then I got busy doing other stuff, and I didn't get a chance to make it. That's like the story of my life sometimes. Alright, let's throw down with some florals, y'all. Y'all ready? This is where it goes quick, actually. We got some eucalyptus. Now, what I recommend doing, typically, is putting in I put in a couple different shades of greenery in mine. Okay. You're just going to hot glue this knot. And I leave the end, when I cut mine off, I leave about a 1/2 inch to really spike down into the mesh. That's why you gotta have a good thick base to spike it down into the mesh so it'll stay. This greenery came from Walmart. Walmart actually has some pretty decent eucalyptus greenery. Always fix your ribbons as you go, especially when you're using hot glue, just in case. Colors almost remind me of like Peter Cottontail. I think that's the right bunny rabbit. It's not quite antique-y like what's that one rabbit? The Velveteen Rabbit. It's not quite antique-y like the Velveteen Rabbit, more like Peter Rabbit colors. Alright, this greenery came from my local Trees and Trends. Now, let me tell y'all something. When I look for greenery, especially when I'm making wreaths, I look to make sure that I can push it up on the stem. Because see how long that is? It really wouldn't fit in the wreath. So, we're going to push this up on the stem. And this other greenery I also got it from Trees and Trends, local place. Once again, we're going to push this up to the end of the stem. I like this one because it kind of looks like a carrot. So since we're doing bunnies, I was like, well, that's perfect. Looks like the greenery from a carrot. Oh gosh. All right. So now we're gonna spike these, and I like also putting different textures of greenery in as well. Like I said, especially springtime, because there's different shades of green coming out. So I like to put different shades of green into my springtime wreaths. It makes it look more lifelike, garden-like to me, because you don't have just one kind of greenery in a garden. So since we use different florals in the wreaths, I try to use different greenery to go with it. Like I said, I'm taking the stem of the greenery and I'm really spiking it into the mesh since I'm using hot glue, so it will adhere and hold it. That's why I made such a thick mesh base. And then in this vacant area right here, we're going to put a little bit of greenery too. Because we're going to put a big flower there to fill this space. Because I don't want to cover up the tip of the Easter egg. And ribbon would kind of do that, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so we have, like I said, we have several different shades of pinks in the flowers, but I wanted to put some blue in too, so that's what I got. I got some blues and some pinks. So my big flower is going to be the blue. And we're going to use 3 of these. By the way, don't ever ask me, what kind of flower is that? I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I can't pronounce it. It's a real pretty one. I find most of the time there's somebody here that knows what it is and will tell you. But my usual thing, it's real pretty. I got it because it was real pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I would like to. I guess if I was going to be a professional I'm not a professional florist. I'm a professional wreath maker. That does not require that I know the names of the flowers that I'm using. Okay. That's what those are, Judy. I know what those are. See, I told you. I told you. There was always somebody that knows. So I don't have to. It works out well for me. I'm literally the person that goes shopping and goes, that's a pretty flower. I need that. Ooh, I love how that one looks. Get me that one. That's me, flower shopping. Literally. Want to know how my husband flower shops, y'all? He goes up to a lady at whatever store I sent him to and shows him a picture. My wife wants these. That's why my husband flower shops. Can you show me where these are at? I was like, and then they go find everything for me. I don't like how this greenery looks on this flower, so yeah. 86 that. Sometimes the greenery, y'all, just looks a little too... Yeah, but I like the flowers. So... Anybody else do that? I like the flowers, but not the greenery. I think it's okay to not like the leaves on flowers sometimes. See what I do. I'm going to push them out of the way. It's okay. I have no idea how many of these I cut. That's okay too. Oh, come here. Quit. My husband would rather shop for me than build a bookcase, y'all, so... He'd rather take a list of stuff to Walmart. Don't get me wrong, y'all. He'll build a bookcase for me if that's what's needed. I'm just telling you what he prefers. Alright, so when you incorporate florals, specifically flowers, you want to use different sizes and colors, particularly sizes. And typically what I do with my smaller ones is the smaller ones I typically put all the way around the wreath. That's kind of like my anchor floral, I call it. I don't know if there's a specific name for it, whatever. No, but what I call it, my anchor floral. It's the one that goes all the way around. So it's going to be my smaller one usually that's going to go all the way around the wreath. I try to usually do like 3 different sizes in my florals. Kind of like a small, medium, and large. The way that looks is what I have found over the years I like the best, the way that it looks. When you have one big flower, he kind of balances it out. Alright, need to cut more. Any more? Y'all are so quiet. That was everybody was talking and so excited. Now y'all are back and like, surely to goodness y'all got a lot to tell me after been gone 6 weeks. I seem to have that effect on y'all. Y'all just get mesmerized. I really like little blue things. I think we're going to add those on the side of the blue flowers. Put in some more texture. Well, if you have any questions, I'm always happy to ask. The bunnies came from Big Lots. I don't know if I'm going to have to go for PT. Every back surgery I've had, I've never had to go for PT because I do all my exercises and whatnot, so I've never had to go to PT. So we'll see. This has been pretty rough. I'm kind of thinking this will be the time that I will have to go to PT. Not like I really need anything else to do in my schedule, but whatever. Alright, so we kind of still have a gap. Y'all see the gap? A little bit of gap here. So we're going to use these are going to be my medium. We're going to use these to kind of fill in a gap. Denise, I can tell you like right now, I'll be honest, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to get a muscle relaxer. I mean, I'm okay, but literally right now, I'm glad I'm just about done with the wreath. That's where that's at. We just have a couple more lures to put in to finish it up and add the... See how that fills that out nicely? Little finishing touch. And so to balance these out, we need to add a couple more in the wreath, which is what we'll do. Sometimes I like to put a flower in my bow. I don't think so this time. If I cut it loose, I'm gonna stick it down there. Oh, thank y'all. What do y'all think? What do you think of my first wreath in 6 weeks? Did I still remember how to make a wreath, y'all? Alright, since y'all want me to, Wednesday, I will show y'all how to make the egg wreath attachment. That's what we'll do Wednesday, and that'll be really quick, y'all. Fine. Alright. Y'all have a great evening. It's so great to be back. I missed y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this evening, and I will see y'all Wednesday. Bye, y'all.